like, subscribe, and be sure to click that bell button for regular and exciting indie film content, and your chance to be the first to engage with the Liftoff Global Network of Film Festivals as we embark on launching the careers of the filmmakers of tomorrow.
Okay, hello everyone and welcome to today's stream. Do let me know if we are having any issues with the video or sound. I'm in a completely new location today because we are at the Cannes Film Festival. So we are trying our best to do these streams as much as we can during our time at the festival. So today we're going to talk about the Tokyo Liftoff Film Festival. And I've got all my notes ready to share with you who the films are currently in the lead, who the filmmakers are, and some stats from the festival as well. It's a pleasure to have you with us. If you are in the chat room, please let us know. And if you have any questions, we'll do our best to answer those along the way. Perfect. So I'm just going to grab my notes up. As mentioned, this is a completely new environment, so it's a little bit tricky here. But here we go. Okay, cool. So the Tokyo Liftoff Film Festival closes next Monday, the 30th of May. So we've still got a little bit of time to watch the film. So the stats that I'm about to announce will change drastically over the next week. Remember, you have to vote for 2 films in order for your votes to count. So that could be for, if you're an audience viewer, 2 of your favorite films. If you're a filmmaker taking part, it could be your film plus another film. So this is a fair system for everyone. And just to note on that as well, that alongside the audience watching all of the films at this moment in time, we have our jury also going through each of the programs and highlighting their favorite films. That will then also migrate into the network round after the 30th of May. Our next stream will be next Monday when the team are back in the UK. And yeah, so you've got a full week to watch some of these amazing films, especially the ones that we are announcing here today. Before I get into the stats of the film festival, I just wanted to recap on the prizes. So we have a handful of films that will be screening at another Liftoff Film Festival later this year. We have our season award nominations. So there are 14 different categories. And we always give out between 3 or 4 season awards from each of the city-based festivals. At the end of the year, we then go back over all of the content, whether it's screened with us, whether it made it into the network round, or if it was highlighted by the jury from one of our showcases or labs. We then also consider that film for a season award. So if you do not get one from the online screenings or live screening, there is still a possibility that if you screen with us, that you may be up for a season award nomination. And then we have our Audience Choice Award, which is our roundtable discussion on YouTube. We actually have a few of those taking place next week, which I'm super excited about, for our Austin Liftoff Film Festival, but also our Showcase Extravaganza, where then we'll be inviting those filmmakers onto the stream to talk about their films, talk about how they got it off the ground, their process, and what is next for the project. We screen the films muted in the background, and it's audience choice, so the audience is invited to ask the filmmakers any questions that they may have. So they are the prizes that will also be available for the Tokyo Liftoff Film Festival. Let's get stuck in. I'm just going to check back to see if we have any questions. Nope, it's all good so far. Perfect. And Nina is here from the film Down in Paris. Hi Nina, thank you so much for joining. Okay, let's get the posters up. Here we go. So we're going to start with the judges select shorts. So currently we've got 35 viewers with 264 playthroughs. So those 35 people are watching a lot of films. Thank you so much for being so active in the festival. Then we've got 14 different countries tuning in, and we are currently on 22 votes, which means, like I mentioned, lots more votes to come in. So the first film we're going to announce is is Ground Control. And this is currently on 6 votes, and this is a film from Denmark by director Thor Zing Ludberg. And it follows on a night out in Copenhagen. Louis has a mental breakdown and wakes up in a psychiatric ward. It's not the first time he's lost control, but now his girlfriend, Vil, can't take it anymore. Louis doesn't understand that and sets out to save his broken relationship. Then in joint second place, we have 4 films that are all on 2 votes, and they are Bloom, Medima, or Eyeballs, New Year's Eve, and Where the Rivers Meet. So there are 4 films that are close behind there. So like I've mentioned, they will most likely trickle into the top when we do our next roundup next week. Moving on then to our trendsetter shorts. We have a couple of films here that are doing extremely well, and the stats are fantastic for this program. So we've got 75 viewers on 562 playthroughs, an outstanding 27 countries are watching this program. I don't know if we've ever had that many different countries watching this program. And we've had 88 votes in so far, which is fantastic as well. So the film that is currently in the lead is Download My Heart in the Metaverse, which is currently on 39 votes. And this is by a US filmmaker, Mo Rebeck. It is the first music video based in the metaverse. The film takes the audience on a grand musical tour of the metaverse, and it's part of the Download My Heart series by #Queens. I mentioned this film in the last roundup, and it's managed to hold on to its position. But closely behind it, say closely, almost closely behind it, we have our next film, Ruby, which is no stranger to the Liftoff Festival at all. In fact, we were on a roundtable discussion with the producer of this film a couple of weeks ago, where they picked up the Audience Choice Award from the Manchester Liftoff Film Festival. So this film is directed by Gwendoline Laurent from France, and it follows the story of Ruby. And Ruby wakes up in a place unknown to her. She hums a rhyme that she doesn't remember where she learned, but it's the tune she hums to reassure herself. The rhyme also is hummed by a stranger who Ruby will try to find. Her instinct tells her that she is the key to understanding where she is. So well done, Gwendoline and the team, for again being in our top for the audience choice so far. But as mentioned, everything may change. We're then moving on to the features. And the current stats are, this is actually doing incredibly well for one of our feature programs. So thank you for everyone that has been watching the films and placing their votes. So we've currently got 80 viewers from 16 different countries. It's almost on 458 playthroughs. So again, a lot of people are watching a lot of the content on this program. So thank you so much for being so supportive. And we've got a lot of votes come in so far. Around 80 votes. So this is great. No, sorry, we've had 122 votes come in so far. So there's still a lot of votes to come in, because remember, you've got to vote for 2 films, not just 1. So currently in the lead on 42 votes is Bad Luck. And this is directed by Jean-Louis Uzin from France. And this is a feature live action narrative, and it's a drama. I mentioned this in the last stream as well, so I'm glad to see that it's held on to its pole position, because this is a fantastic live action narrative, which I highly recommend. And this is about a trip around the world. Could be anyone's dream, right? Except when one is a fugitive in the midst of an existential crisis, like the protagonist. A schizophrenic Hollywood screenwriter who has seen too many movies is searching for murder. And then a new film to join us is a film from Malaysia, and this is called Wanted, Shades of Life, and it's currently on 38 votes, and this is a feature documentary by filmmaker Sandakumar Ganzan. And it follows a woman who falls in love with her passion for the art of Bharatam. Sorry, I'm probably not saying that right. Bharatam. And once again, after 10 years of being aloof in her marriage life, and she tries to help as many kids as possible to get the chance to dance on stage in the city of Malaysia, Klang. So really well done to our filmmakers there, who have succeeded in getting to the poll votes. Just checking back here and looking at some of the comments in here. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and thank you to everyone who is in the chat room. I'm sorry I don't speak French, so maybe if you could translate that in English, I will I will try and answer your comment there. But thank you again so much for joining us, and we'll be back next Monday for the next roundup. Thank you. Bye-bye.